Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, Pearson at Excel International Maths by Mr. Kamotho. And we continue to wind up in chapter 5 of Pure Mathematics, book 1. And today we will be discussing example 14. And I believe it's the last one in this chapter. So follow me, subscribe, and share the videos. At the end of the day, we will have explained everything in IAL, International Advanced Level Mathematics, IGCSE Mathematics as well. Example 14, we are told that the straight line L1 with equation 4x minus y is 0, and another straight line L2 with equation 2x plus 3y minus 21 is 0. They intersect. We are told that these two straight lines intersect at point A. Work out the coordinates of point A. We have said time and again that at the point of intersection, the two graphs or the two lines have the same value of x and they have the same value of y. So in other words, at the point of intersection, the two graphs are equal. So you are expected now to solve the two equations simultaneously. You could talk about substitution method. You could talk about elimination method. But I would think substitution method in this case is the best approach. So we are going to talk about from line 1, y is equals to 4x. We can already see y is equals to 4x. And therefore, substituting this in L2, we have 2x plus 3y, now y becomes 4x, minus 21 is equals to 0. Opening the brackets, 2x plus 12x minus 21 is 0. This is simply 14x is equals to 21. And if 14x is equals to 21, you divide both sides by 14 and by 14 so that you find x is equals to 3 over 2, and that is the value of x. And therefore, at point A, when x is equals to 3 over 2, then we substitute this in L1 to find the value of y, and we had already made the y the subject of the formula. And we say when x is equals to 3 over 2, then y is equals to 4 times 3 over 2, which is 6. So point A has coordinates 3 over 2, 6. That is the coordinate of point A for you. And that is just part A of example 14. Part B of the same example. And before we start part B, I once again want to remind you that visit my video, Pearson at Excel International Maths by Mr. Kamotho. Subscribe and share the videos, and let's move together. In part B, work out the area of the triangle AOB. And the triangle AOB, we are told that where B is the point, where L2 meets the what? X-axis. Of course, anything along the x-axis, y is obviously equals to 0. And therefore, at point B, line 2 is 0. the line 2 is supposed to be equals to 0, or rather y is supposed to be equals to 0. There is no value of y, and it is important to say this along the x-axis y is equals to 0. And since we are talking about line 2 meeting the x-axis, then y is equals to 0. Substituting this y being equals to 0 in the equation of line 2, we are having 2x plus 3 multiplied by 0 minus 21 is 0. And if, of course, this one is reduced, 2x is equals to 21. And dividing both sides by 2, you find x is equals to 21 over 2, or rather 10.5. Fine. Let us try to just sketch a graph or the triangle here, and let's say something. This is point B. Point B is having the x value 21 over 2, and of course y is 0 because it's along the x-axis. Point A is having 1.5, 6. This is point A. 3 over 2, 6 coordinates. This is point A. This is point B. And what are we? Point O is the origin. So we are talking about a graph that, or rather a triangle that looks like this. A triangle that looks like this. This is the triangle we are simply talking about. Of course, you need to talk about area is given by a half base times height. What is the base? The base is obviously 21 over 2 minus 0, which is a half times 21 over 2 times the height. The height, we are talking about perpendicular height. At the same time, we are also told that if you read in part B, work out the area of triangle AOB, where B is the point where L2 meets the x-axis. This is the point. Of course, you can see the perpendicular height from 0 to 6, because we are talking about height, which is reflected by the y value there. And what is the height? Of course, times 6. And let's see what happens. Of course, by 2, 1, by 2, 3, and this one is going to be 63 over 2. And of course, this is square units because area is given in unit square. Now, yes, we have been able to establish the area of the triangle, which is the triangle AOB, and we can see the point A, we have its coordinates. Point B, we have found its x value. Of course, y is 0, and the origin O is, of course, x0, y0. Half base times height, then we are talking about our triangle having an area of 63 over 2 square units. Once again, thank you very much for following me. Get to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and share widely. That brings us to the end of this topic, straight line graphs, P1 or Pure Mathematics 1, chapter 5. I hope we will be looking forward to starting chapter 6 very, very soon. Otherwise, thank you so much, and let's move on.